All right, we live? We're live. All right. This is Flat Earth SubGenius, an official member of the Church of the SubGenius. Nothing to be afraid of. Plenty of free information out there to look up about the Church of the SubGenius. But unfortunately, this goes a lot deeper than most people know. The members of the Flat Earth Core, they get a lot of ridicule themselves. And I'm not even sure that they were aware that they had a anti-Bob, he's a fake subgenius on their panel in the Flat Earth Core. I don't even, it's not, maybe you don't think that that's that big of a deal, but when one of their own core members turn out to be a fraud and a liar and a slanderer, well, that's certainly going to make them look bad. So I'll show you some proof. So this guy, Chris Monk Sellye, he's a anti-Bob. He's a fake Bob. He's a fake member. He promotes the Church of the SubGenius, and he also was a member of the Flat Earth Core. But it turns out that he's a liar and he's a fraud, and that he's see, there's people that become members of the Church of the SubGenius just because they were bored, desperate. Same thing with the Flat Earth. And they use the SubGenius knowledge, or they use the Flat Earth knowledge, and then they try to turn it against it. Oh, you're so original. You're so original. Globe Earth SubGenius was already a character. Well, IPS was also claimed to be a member of the Church of the SubGenius and a follower of Bob. What do they do? They're fake Bobs. They use that information, and then they pretend like it's not about money and it's about the truth. Oh, well, it just so happens to be about money. It just so happens to be about faking to be someone else, something that you're not. Chris Monk Sellye. Talk about being the Fireland Sea here. Note to flat earthers, this does not mean I am somehow insinuating, trying to prove or endorse the use or acknowledge or deny the existence of directed energy weapons that control the one. See, this is 23 hours ago. So let's see what Karen B says. Chris Monk Sellye is now saying he was never a flat earther and he doesn't know why everyone assumed he was. Maybe it's because you said that the earth is flat and motionless in many different ways on your own page. Then you try to turn it around and say no one pays attention. We are paying attention, and we see you for what you are. There you are, Chris Monk. More on the gravity mythology. Centripetal force, centrifugal force, promoting the absurdity of detecting gravitational waves. So Karen just proving that this dude's been posting a lot of flat earth stuff. I'm going to keep going with this. it's going to get more interesting, trust me. Okay. So let's see here. So here he says this. This is Chris. Chris Monk Sellye says, and this is exactly what the SubGenius, this is what IPS did. This is what they do. The term fraud means wrongful or criminal deception intended to result in financial or personal gain. So I am not one, as I never made, gained, or accepted any money or gratuities during my research of the flat earth phenomenon, even though such was often offered to me, but rather I am perhaps exposing others whom are doing so with intent to deceive. The term punked, in terms that Matt Gilman used, it would be accurate, yes, where I carefully infiltrated a group without becoming liable or complicit so as to determine whether or not it itself was fraudulent on an international level, which it is by definition under the law, blah, blah, blah. There are indeed groups and individuals whom do profit monetarily from the flat earth narrative via selling memberships to websites, hosting conferences, providing website development, selling books, t-shirts, monetize YouTube channels to attain corporate sponsorships and funding under non-for-tax shelters and other such novelties, while claiming flat earth to be a scientific fact when it is not. This is akin to many other things in modern society as well. Unfortunately, snake oil salesmen, as Matt Gilman pointed out, the Church of Scientology would be a good example, perhaps, as it was exposed as a brainwashing cult. Note that innocently believe in flat earth and do not profit from it, but are rather profited off of, I would consider victims of. Okay, well, let's see what happens here. So, or as Neil deGrasse Tyson would say, so Chris Monk Sellye, I am seriously debating whether or not flat earth groups or individuals should be shunned, ostracized, and admonished with vigor and rigor so they may truly become the breakaway society or individuals that they desire to be. If they want out, should we lend them a hand or a boot? Here's another flat earth core member. Funny, man, claiming to have discredited me and others while lying through your teeth. He can't prove a single thing he claims, and just when I'm about to wipe the floor with his ass, he cowardly blocks me. Signs of a real hero. So let's see here. What else did he say? Oh, if you go look, oh, so look at this. This Craze Lee says, do you remember this flat earth handbag post, Chris? So Chris made this, Chris Monk, so a little more dose of the whole flat earth truth. Follow the handbag. So you know these little handbags, little Egyptians, the fake Egyptian mythology. There's so much fake Egyptology. But we can go, he's trying to sell handbags, and he's trying to profit off of this handbag. Now watch what he says. Chris, oh wait, he blocked me too. He blocked me too. Oh, that stupid scumbag. I was just about to go to his page and show it his picture of the flat earth, or the J.R. Bob Dobbs. Oh man, you dirty fake SubGenius, fake flat earther. I feel guilty for publishing our private message record without your permission, but you really disappointed me. Maybe you should consider design Monk the scumbag. See, look at this. Look at it. So Chris Monk Sellye, this is a private message between Crazely and him. You want to make some serious money? Do you know any manufacturers in China perhaps that could help us make designer Monk flat earth handbags? Yeah. Daily dose of truth. So-called scholars and modern accepted archaeologists call these ancient artifacts stone handbags, alien jewelry. How blind? Seriously. Laughing my ass off. Flat Earth handbags? Are you serious? I don't know any manufacturers, but I can find it for you if you want. Yes, I'm very serious. There you are. Here's your manufacturers. Well, I thought you weren't trying to make money. I thought you weren't a fraud. I thought you didn't infiltrate a group to get more money. I'm always about the money. I'm always trying to be pretending to be something else when I'm not. You've been exposed. You've been exposed, Chris. And now I can't even go check your page out because you blocked me too. This motherfucker blocked me too. Wait, yep, wait. Did he block me? Nope, he's still here. Alright, cool. So check this out. Look at, he's a fake Bobby. Look at his photo of Bob. You dirty son of a bitch. Oh, I wanna say anti-Bob. You're a fake Bob. Anti-Bob. Fake Bob. I don't want to give my. I don't want to even. What a dirty motherfucker. Look at, see, like he even knows he's been busted. So what else is there? See, if you become conspiratarded and so full of paranoia over stuff you don't know about, so he's a fake subgenius and a fake flat earther. And this is, I'll tell you what happens. I'll show you what happens actually. Hey, what's up, everybody? Check this out. I have I got video, Antonio. What up? I got video of this guy, GMCDXX2, and look what his listen to this. See, this is what happens when you become afraid of and paranoid of stuff because you're not well researched. You don't do thorough research.
Just making a quick video about Contra Pete and his 24-hour ladder stream. All those fucks revealed themselves. They are Discordians. They push the Church of the SubGenius, which is created by followers of Crowley, and all it is to mock religion. You can Google all this. And I want no part of it. And they can all fuck off and die and eat a dick. I'm talking to you, Contra Pete, you punk bitch. I'm talking to you, Felix, you dumb cunt. And I'm talking to, whatever, Flatter, SubGenius, whatever the fucking name is. Fuck all you people. I give a fuck. I don't need subs. I don't need friends. I'm not here for that. You guys are fake. Anyone that follows this channel, that channel, is fake. You're fucking being duped. You're being played. You're being made fun of. Fuck those people.
Poor Mr. GM. Let's see what else he has to say. Thanks for liking and sharing. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe, press the like and share button, and hit the notification bell. All I do is provide good content, expose people, share information. So let's see here.
All right, I'm going to talk a little further about the Church of the SubGenius and what it really is all about. So, a lot of people think that it is some funny thing like the cult of Bob, and it's just a fucking joke and stuff. And so, I was on Pancho Pete's live stream earlier yesterday, and had a little argument with this guy called Flatter SubGenius because I know what that's all about. It's about clowning people. It's about making fun of conspiracies. It's about making fun of religion. And I don't think anyone is aware of what it really is about. So I called him out, and he basically exposed himself. He revealed himself.
Is that what I basically did? Basically?
And then there was a person on there that likes to always be on there because she has no life and probably is a tweaker, like probably most of them are. She's like, you don't know anything about the Church of the SubGenius. I've been involved since 1993. Oh, really? Okay. So what that tells me is you are either a complete dupe, and I'm going to show you a video that explains how she's a dupe, or you are a fucking piece of shit that believes in all this shit, believes in making fun of people's religions, believes in making fun of conspiracies. And I wonder,
you're not allowed to make fun of people's religions. You're not allowed to make fun of conspiracies.
Or why are you involved in Flat Earth? What is your goal? What is your purpose? As I've listened to you guys talk and talk and talk, and you've said nothing. You don't bring up, half the time you'll never talk about real facts about Flat Earth. You just are on there talking and talking like a bunch of tweakers, like a bunch of chicken head, fucking crackhead motherfuckers, okay? So anyway, what this Church of the SubGenius is it's a fake religion, and it comes from the Discordians.
Oh no, it's a real religion.
Which is another fake religion. So what you need to do is...
And the Discordians is another real religion.
Spend not even an hour, look at the Church of the SubGenius. You can Google it, you can look on...
Yeah, like you said, spend an hour, not even an hour, looking at the Church of the SubGenius, you know, free advertisement.
Wikipedia, or Google it, whatever you want to do. Then take a look at the Discordianism. That's the fake religion that comes out of, and see what they're about.
Actually, the Church of the SubGenius doesn't come out of Discordianism. That's our brother or sister church.
You might want to check out their 3 core principles. Basically, I'm not going to read it, but the key word here is chaos and chaos magic.
Listen, but here's the 3 core principles. I'm not going to read their 3 core principles, but here's the word here's the word chaos. Yeah, the Discordians, they represent discord, and the Greek goddess chaos. That's their deity. That's their god, Eris of Greek mythology.
So then you want to look. Maybe you want to look at chaos magic and how that came about, what that is exactly. Because you've probably heard about magic, like Aleister Crowley. Is it connected? Yeah, it's connected. So you look at this guy right.
Yeah, it's connected.
Here. And who was he a follower of?
Operation Mindfuck, fake religion, real cult.
Let's take a look. What is it? Oh, briefly involved with Aleister Crowley and he's developing his own personal occult philosophy. Oh, wow. Now let's go down a little bit. This is what I've been talking about for 2 years in these chats, and no one took me seriously until now.
No one takes you seriously.
You might want to read this right here. Selye. You might want to check out. I don't know about how real the WikiLeaks thing is, but just go on WikiLeaks, Podesta emails, and type in Selye. Okay, tell me what you get. And you might want to look into this right here. These are not jokes. These are not games. But the people involved may or may not be dupes. Like Felix from Poncho P. And probably Poncho P too. He doesn't seem too bright. He seems like a fucking dupe moron. But it does appear that Flat Earth SubGenius knows kind of what's going on, right?
Yes, indeed. I do know what's going on. At least you have some awareness.
So that's that information. And then here's the guy that came up with...
That's not just a guy. That's Robert Anton Wilson. That's raw. Praise Bob.
Operation Mindfuck. And he wrote this book, which is the basis of a lot of...
Oh man, you're really skipping over his stuff.
Illuminati bullshit.
Illuminatus trilogy.
A lot of people are involved. And you're going to find out how and why right now.
You don't say shit.
Okay, let me put this video on.
Find out high.
Could you talk a little bit about...
No, I'm not getting a friggin' This dude's scared of Operation Mindfuck? You're scared of Operation Mindfuck.
Becoming part of Operation. In joke, then you are the dupe. Universe. And so, they were kicking around these ideas, and they go, what we need is a religion dedicated to chaos. We have all these religions with all these deities that are here to bring order to the world. We need one.
That's Adam Go Rightly. He's a high-ranking SubGenius and a well-known Discordian. Adam Go Rightly. Go check him out. It's just free advertisement. Adam Go Rightly, Discordianism, Operation Mindfuck, and the Trickster Archetype. See, that's an old operation. There's a new operation that's not called Operation Mindfuck anymore. It's called Operation Mindfox. So let's see here. What would Jehovah 1 do? Oh, we got a new member of the Church of the SubGenius, Dan W. Let's see here. So, oh yeah, so what else does this guy say? So check this out. See, if you don't do your research, you end up like this.
Yeah, I just want to make a quick video about these flat earth stalkers now. Now I'm being stalked by these people because I won't shake hands and be friends with them. Well, you should have thought about that before you were complete assholes to me. So keep on commenting. I'm going to document how you people really are. So here's the video. If you haven't seen it, take a look. And it's very simple. I don't like people that want to mock conspiracies and want to mock religion, that want to mock people's beliefs. And if you don't,
I do. I think it's fun. I like to mock your beliefs, specifically you. You believe that the Church of the SubGenius and the Discordians is pure evil. I like to mock you, specifically, you dumb.
Don't know that the Church of the SubGenius is all about that, and it's started by Discordians, and that is started by people that believe in chaos magic, then you are duped. And you are really stupid, because this information has been out since the 70s, okay?
It's been out long before the 70s. In the 50s, actually. You dummy.
That shit started in the 70s, and you dumbasses, fucking, what is your goal?
What is your goal? I gotta know your goal. We were around a long time before the 70s, dumb.
Is your goal you're gonna stop religion or something? No, your goal is to make people look stupid. So I question.
Yeah, well, stop religion and to expose stupid people like you.
Why you're involved in flat Earth. That's why I said, fuck Poncho Pete, he is here to mock you. So let's look. First of all, they hit me up in Google Hangouts. I deleted that shit and I blocked them. And they said shit like, well, come on, let's talk this out. And haven't I been nice to you? I've been nice. Like, dude, I don't care about your platform. I don't care about talking to people. First of all, every time I've been on there, it's been a waste of my fucking time. You're talking about nothing. So I end up talking about nothing with people. I'm trying to talk about flat Earth or like the lies of NASA. You know what I mean?
You know what, man? We would probably get along really well. Unfortunately, you've conspiratarded yourself and you're scared of the Church of the SubGenius and Bob and the Discordians. You're scared of Poncho Pete and his friends. You're shook.
It's a waste of my fucking time to go there and talk to you people. You're fucking spinning your wheels. You're not doing anything. So anyway, this guy right here, Jibby Jedi, who I've never spoke to one time ever. If he spoke to me, I don't remember it. I've never gone on there and had a conversation with this guy. And but I've heard him, and I don't care for him. Obviously, honestly, I don't care for what he has to say. He's just another person pushing bullshit, and I don't give two fucks about him. But all of a sudden, now he wants to talk to me.
This Discordianism sounds like the religion of IPS. Susanette N. He read the book of the Discordians. It's like the holy book of the Discordians called the Principia Discordia. And IPS read that, and he also read the first holy book, Bible, the book of the Church of the SubGenius, the book of the SubGenius. So he read the book of the holy book of the Discordians, and then the holy book, the first holy book, if not all of them, I don't know, of the Church of the SubGenius, and then took our techniques, combined it with his own, and yeah, I mean, they just want to make money and get subscribers and have a cult following, you know. It's very obvious. That's why I'm doing this. It's very simple. You see? So like that's why it sounds like that, Susan Ann. I know. He's completely and pretty irrelevant, but it just spreads light on the whole thing. It spreads light on the Church of the SubGenius, Discordianism, Flat Earth Core, and fake infiltrators and levels of infiltrators, like somebody who infiltrated and it ties in IPS, somebody who infiltrated the Church of the SubGenius, which is IPS and Chris Monk Sellye, and they take our techniques and they try to make everything look stupid, like Church of the SubGenius and the Flat Earth, and it just doesn't work. You can't destroy the truth. But yeah, it's quite interesting though how deep it goes. Yeah, dude, P Mars, you're so dumb that you make other people money for themselves instead of making money for yourself. That's how dumb you are, P Mars. If you really wanted to, I can help you make money, but you don't care about that, so I'm not interested in helping people who aren't interested in helping themselves. So let's see here. Yeah, we know you do, P Mars. Hey, what's up, Patricia? Karen's here, Angel's here. But I'm gonna keep going here. Yeah, I know. That's what they do. They're just fakers and frauds. They pretend to be something they're not. Here, listen. They don't know. They don't know the full story, so they just guess. 1 second. I have so many freaking tabs up that my computer's slow. Give it a second. Sorry. I'll go back. Little lag. Waiting for this to load. And I'm going to show the last part of this. Okay, and then I know what I'll do. I'll find that one video. Okay, this is cool. I'll be able to combine a whole bunch of stuff. I'm also going to be talking about soon Martin Kenny's work, because he's combining a whole bunch of different models, like the cosmic egg model. What else? What other model? Oh, the root race, which is Helena Blavatsky's work over 100 years ago. The root races of the theology, the philosophy of theology. Man, this is taking forever. Hold on. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I just want to make a quick video about these flat Earth stalkers now. Now I'm being stalked by these people because I won't shake hands and be friends with them. Well, you should have thought about that before you were complete assholes to me. So like, what? You came here for what? You commented on my video. I didn't two fucks about them. But all of a sudden, conversation with this guy. And but I've heard him, and I don't care for him. It's a waste of my fucking time to go there and talk to you people. You're fucking spinning your wheels. You're not doing anything. So anyway, this guy right here, Jibby Jedi, who I've never spoke to one time ever. If he spoke to me, I don't remember it. I've never gone on there and had a conversation with this guy. And but I've heard him, and I don't care for him. Obviously, honestly, I don't care for what he has to say. He's just another person pushing bullshit, and I don't give two fucks about him. But all of a sudden, now he wants to talk to me. So he says, he laugh out loud. If you say so, then it must be true. No way, you could be wrong. So what is this? Some sort of psychology? You know what I mean? Like what? You came here for what? You commented on my video. I didn't go to your video. I didn't go to your chat to try to fucking talk to you. You're coming to me. And I will mock religions all day, every day, until something in them is proven beyond any shadow of doubt. I don't care, dude. Do you. I'll do me. Why are you fucking bothering me? I don't care about religion, but I don't mock people's religion. I'm not a religious person. I don't believe in it, but I have family members that are Christian and Catholic. I don't fucking go up to them and start mocking their religion.
Well, I wouldn't either, but I mean, it doesn't take much to provoke me.
Wouldn't even have a conversation with them because it doesn't interest me and I don't care.
I mean, obviously it interests you, and obviously you do care.
Just letting other people know, because there's a lot of people into flat earth that are religious. I'm letting other people know what you guys are about, and I never even mentioned you, Jibby Jedi. I never mentioned you. I mentioned Felix and I mentioned Poncho Pete. So obviously you're on their nuts and you feel the need to defend them. That's on you. Like, I'm my own person. So anyway, then let me see. Let me scroll down. Earlier, Poncho Pete says, come on the show and talk it out. And I told him, fuck off. I'm going to send you an invite. And then this guy, Flatter SubGenius, haha, he shook. Nobody shook, bro. You're in Buffalo, New York. There's no point for me to go on there and be clowned by you.
Yeah, I'm in Buffalo, New York. What does that have to do with anything?
You people, and like
you're still shook, and you're gonna continue to be shook. Like I said, we could probably be friends, but you're too interested in your own little fucking cult of personality yourself. Oh, I'm not interested in that, this or that. I'm interested in what are you interested in exposing? I expose black magic too. There's a lot of people that don't even think that magic's real. I expose dark magicians, dark sorcerers. I expose them all.
I don't live my life like that. When I see that someone is a fake motherfucker, I cut them off for good. And I'm only making this video because you guys have already deleted the live stream with a chat that shows me exposing you, Flatter SubGenius, as a Crowley worshiper.
I didn't delete that. I have no control over that. You exposed me as a Crowley worshiper. It's so fucking funny. Unfortunately, if you do research and read books and see, I'm not scared of doing research on certain people like you are. If you do research on people and you learn about them, that doesn't mean that you're a follower of them. You fucking idiot.
And the dumb shit Felix had to say to me. That's why I'm making this video. So there's a record. Okay? So you guys are stalking me now. I don't know why. Why? Do you guys have a guilty conscience? I don't give two fucks about you. I'm done with you. I wouldn't even make this video, but you want to fucking come? You want to come to my shit and talk to me?
So listen to the confidence here.
I wouldn't even make this video, but you want to fucking come? You want to come to my shit and talk to me? I mean, I had other private conversations with other people, and I told them what's up. And if you people want to go there and play games, go ahead and play games. But you won't be. I have nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with any of you. I'm fucking gonna put out real shit. And if it shows around Earth, That's what I'll put out. If it shows a flat earth, that's what I'll put out. Unbiased research. You guys should maybe try it instead of fucking jacking each other off all day. Talking about nothing, talking in circles and mocking people, and playing your little fucking games.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Oh, it's just too much fun. All right. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying this. You guys have any questions? Oh gosh, Brenda's here. You know things got serious when. Exactly, Patricia. It's broke back, Brenda. Oh boy. Any questions? You guys are gonna love this video.
Everybody's resistance to new and different things. That's the conspiracy. It's inside us. It's inside everyone except Bob, who has nothing to sign this in. He's not smart. He's lucky. Hence the term SubGenius. Almost anybody with 35 bucks can fall. What the hell are you doing here? No, I was going to ask you that. What the hell are you doing here? Where are all these people in my house? I didn't know you had to do that these days. We're still trying to figure out what the hell the Church of the SubGenius is. Dr. Philo Drummond and I found out the hard way that you can't say anything so ridiculous that somebody won't believe it. It's also a complete joke and rip on religion. Let's make up a fake cult and tell people exactly what they most want to hear and see how they react, see who believes it. A lot of us, really, our background is in monsters, comic books, and science fiction. And to us, religion is like an even cooler form of science fiction because people will kill each other over that. It's not that we love Bob so much, it's that we love the idea of everybody else going to hell. That's what we have in common with all the other religions. When you make a religion, you have to have three elements. The master, who's in this case Bob, a goal, which is slack. Slack is like freedom or happiness. It's different for everybody. You can't put your finger on it. So they can't sue us when they don't get it. And you have to have an enemy. And at Philo named the enemy, the conspiracy. We decided that conspiracy was everybody. If you think about it, the United States was founded by people like your religious nuts. The European religious nuts, there's nobody else could stand. Hence, we have this huge population of insane fundamentalists of every kind, from the different Christian groups to fundamentalist Jewish people, fundamentalist New Agers. I mean, I know fundamentalist Druids and fundamentalist Wiccans. They don't like the Church of the SubGenius. However, the Druids and Wiccans who are more open-minded love it because we piss off the fundamentalists.
Do people feel like it's really a community? Do you get a sense?
Yeah, it is. And by the same token, although it is a community, it also has some problems that a community does. I think it's human nature for people to want to simplify things. Life is complicated, and people are really complicated. Society is insane. So a simple explanation, it may not be true, but it feels good. In fact, a lot of Bob's most popular slogans are things that sound good, but if you take it apart, it's not words to live by. Well, how does Rush Limbaugh describe what he does? Making the complex simple. Well, guess what, dude? The complex isn't simple. It's complex. The only real law that we go by is fuck them if they can't take a joke. that is when you really can live by, I've found. I used to be an angry young man, and I knew exactly what was good for everybody else. And Republicans were evil and Democrats were good. Well, I got a little older and found out, well, actually everybody's kind of a bit evil and kind of a bit good. And there's, I'm not so sure. The more I know, the more I know I don't know. The less sure I become about things, the more I know. Whereas the more ignorant somebody is, the more sure they are about what little they do know. If you're different, then you're probably better than most people. Well, that's not true necessarily. It might be, but boy, a lot of people like to think that. And as Bob said, you'll pay to know what you really think. And enough people did that I've been able to make a living off of telling people what they most want to hear. But it's hard work, actually. I put in more hours per day than people with real jobs do. Because I have a slave driver for a boss, that's me, and I have this shirker, slacker for an employee, that's me. So there's sort of a constant tension there.
He works weekends too. I mean, it's not like a
I'm
9 to
working
5.
now.
Yeah, that's right.
Sunday's a big one.
Yeah, Sunday's
Radio show.
a busy day for preaching.
So you don't have a lot of slack in their own life at the moment.
Actually, I do now. I've learned over the years how to manage my time a little bit better. It was driving me nuts in the nights. It really was. It's wrecking my health, and I finally kind of let people know I was going nuts, and suddenly I got more help. To tell the truth, when we first started doing this, I kind of took it a little too seriously myself. You snap out of it,
Number 23 is very popular, yes.
Yeah, there was, there's sections of book of the SubGenius that I put together when I was probably taking it a little bit too seriously myself. And that's what attracts the real kooks. Luckily, my friends helped me, to keep a perspective. And now it's my job to help other people keep perspective on it. So
I really hope that this helps illuminate and enlighten you folks who don't know what the Church of the... I'm not supposed to tell you like the inside jokes, but I'm doing you a favor. Shh, I like you guys. Shh, be quiet.
and keep it fun, That's the main thing. It's got number one is the laughs.
That's a lot of great information. We did spend a lot of time trying to formulate one question that we're going to ask. It's basically, if I can get this right, in this ever-changing world that we live, what would you like to manifest? And what are some steps we could take toward creating that vision?
What we don't want is for the Church of the SubGenius to become a real cult. We're basically doing showbiz. I hate to say that, that's stepping out of character, but honestly, we don't want it to turn into another Scientology or Mormonism. As ridiculous as that sounds, those things started out just as ridiculous. Some great thinkers talk about the singularity when computers
See? Do you see the triple layers on top of the quadruple layered cake?
become so
Bob made it.
brilliant that they save our asses. Well, I'm afraid that the singularity is running neck and neck in a race against the idiogularity, where, will the idiots get there first? One minute Germany was the most civilized place in the world, and suddenly, wham, this horrible barbaric thing is going on. I can see that happening in the United States, the way the climate is right now. I pray that the climate change deniers are right. Every day I pray that they are right, that mankind isn't making things worse, and if the weather does get worse, it's not our fault. But I fear that that's not the case. Bob will always have customers. In that respect, in the long run, I'm very hopeful. I have no doubt that eventually there will be a utopian world where everybody gets along and within reason, and life is easy, and you get to die when you want to. But I'm afraid that Homo sapiens are not involved in that world. In the name of J.R. Bob Dobbs, Connie Dobbs, and any other deities you care to throw into the mix, I now pronounce you ordained SubGenius ministers with all the rights and privileges granted to any holy person, such as being crucified, hung by lynch mobs, pursued to your grave by insane fanatics, and everything. And plus, you can perform marriages. I charge $200 myself for that. Yeah, but I let somebody turn me religion. Screw up.
I really like the drop of hatred. The drop of hatred and kill those normals.
Right. Well, the hate is a really important part of it. But when your hate builds up enough and becomes hate squared, then it turns full circle and becomes pure love.
Yeah.
So, it's the hate of hate itself, sort of.
I love this picture.
Right. Yes, we love to hate.
Good stuff. See, doesn't that explain things? Yeah, I know. Felix, and Felix just dropped another bombshell. The Church of the SubGenius documentary is going to be coming out soon. Felix and I are contributors on, executive producers, which we will be credited in the documentary at the end of the movie. So praise Bob, and thank you, Felix, for your contributions. Okay, see you later, Patricia. I'm glad. Thank you for stopping by and watching, and actually staying watching. Appreciate that. So you just learned a lot about. Awesome, cool. Martin Connolly, what's up, dude? What's up, Jaybird? Moderator. I lost to Reds. Yeah, we know, P-Mars. No, Brenda, you're not coming in. I'm glad you think it's comical. Okay, cool. What's up, Flat Earth Mekisha? Cool. What's up, Lady Onyx? I can't wait to see this documentary, Felix. It's going to be amazing. I got blue. Thanks, Dan the Man.
Represents chaos.
So does anyone have any questions here? Actually, I'll play this real quick.
Answer it right now. Yeah. Without the need to research it or to go on the frontier.
The lack of education and the lack of curiosity about it is one of the scariest things about new generations of kids, right? Like when the new generations are coming up, if they know less than the generation before, that's when we really start to freak out.
That would be a problem. Although I have good confidence in the 30 and under generation.
Is that millennial? I probably have to be.
I think millennials have only ever known the internet and devices. So what would that be?
Recent.
So my son is a millennial, and he's like, my kids are millennials, so they're 20ish. So 30 is a little old. So 25 and under, I think, are the millennials.
Yeah, but 30, when they were 10, the internet was around.
I know, but they need a different marketing term, so you can market to them differently.
Yeah.
So to me, I would put them in the same bin just as you were thinking there. But they have a different relationship to science and technology.
Of course.
They don't fear the science or the technology. They embrace it because it has shaped the civilization that has enabled their social life.
It has, but through this, like one of the things I tweeted, I think it was from Scientific American yesterday, maybe it was yesterday, that it's a little bit misleading. But one of the things they said is only 64% of millennials have a strong belief. These coasters are terrible. They look great, but then things stick to the bottom.
What the hell is it made of?
Oh, metal.
Yeah, okay. A metal coaster?
Yeah. See,
what the hell is that?
Sticks. Yeah, that's the issue. It sticks when it gets moisture.
You know about this where you flip this over? You flip it over?
What
You ever
happens?
done that? Never did it?
What?
Yeah,
Stays?
it'll stay. Yeah.
Oh, because of the pressure?
Yeah, the air pressure.
Okay.
But
don't do it. I don't trust your science.
Okay,
The objective truth.
64%
of millennials are not, or only 64% are convinced that the world is a ball. The world is a circle. That the world is what is it, a spheroid? Is that what it's called? Oblique?
I mean, I'd like to see how that question was asked.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because if they know that we are oblate, and the thing is asking, is Earth a ball? They'll say, no, we're an oblate ball. We're slightly wider below the equator than at the equator, so we're a pear-shaped oblate spheroid.
But it's not a pear that you would find normally. If you found that pear, you'd be like, there's a fucking pear that's shaped like a ball.
So these differences in measurements are so small that if you found it on the ground, you would say this is a perfect sphere.
Right.
Let me tell you how good a sphere it is.
Right.
Good a sphere it is.
Right.
Right. If you found it on the ground, you would say this is a perfect sphere.
Right.
Let me tell you how good a sphere it is.
Right.
On the ground, you would say this is a perfect.
That's
how good a sphere it is.
That's
how good a sphere is in measurement. If you found it on the ground, you would say this is a perfect sphere.
Right.
Let me tell you how good a sphere it is.
Right.
Let me tell you how good a sphere it is.
Right.
Let me tell you how good a sphere it is.
Right.
Let me tell you how good a sphere it is.
Right.
Let me tell you how good a sphere it is.
Right.
Right. Let me tell you how good a sphere it is.
Right.
Right. You ever see the school in measurements are so small that if you found it on the ground, you would say this is a perfect sphere.
Right.
Let me tell you how good a sphere it is.
Right.
Right. You ever see the schoolroom globes, the geographic globes, and you rub your finger over Nepal and you get the Himalayas. Yeah, and you get the Rockies. It's, that is a gross exaggeration of reality.
Yes.
Do you realize if you took Earth with all of its mountains, valleys, and hills and shrunk it down to the size of a cue ball, it would be smoother than any cue ball ever machined.
Really?
Yes. Yes. Think about it.
What?
Think about this. Joe.
Really?
Joe, chill. Listen to me. You ready? Okay? Do you know the deepest part of Earth's crust?
No.
The Marianas Trench off the coast of the Philippines in the Pacific Ocean.
That's the deepest part.
Deepest part. It goes 6 miles down. Okay?
Oh, okay. So, okay. I was thinking of the depth of the crust itself.
No. Just access to the deepest part of Earth's crust. The lowest point on Earth's surface. The Marianas Trench. Right off the coast of the Philippines. The highest point on Earth's surface. The tip of K1.
K2. Is it K1 or K2? Is it Japan?
I think it's K1. Well, why would you name the tallest peak K2? That's
a good point.
I'm just, right. I'm not a mountain climber, but I'm just thinking.
Where's K1?
Okay, it's the Himalayan mountains.
Okay.
In Nepal. Okay? Isn't it in Nepal? I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's say, how high up is that? It was 28,000 feet. So it's like 5 miles up. Okay?
Right.
The distance between the lowest point on Earth's surface and the highest point on Earth's surface is 11 miles.
That's here at the Comedy Store.
That is less than the length of Manhattan. Oh, yet we are 8,000 miles in diameter. And those 2 points are very far separated from one another. If you were a cosmic giant and you came up to Earth and you rubbed your finger over Earth's surface, it would feel as smooth as a cue ball to you. Wow. In fact, in this book, I have a whole chapter called On Being Round, which is all about this. It's all about our perception of what is round and what is not.
I had asked you to debate one of them flat Earth guys.
No, I can't. No.
I know. We talked about it, and we're gonna have them on Skype.
No, what we do is, and I think this is a doc.
No, we talked about it. One of them flat Earth guys.
No, I don't. It's not.
I had asked you to debate one of them flat Earth guys.
No, I don't. I can't. No.
One of them flat Earth guys.
No, I don't. I can't. No.
One of them flat Earth guys.
No, I don't. I can't. No.
I asked you to debate one of them flat Earth guys.
No, I don't. I can't. No.
I know. We talked to you to debate one of them flat Earth guys.
No, I don't. I can't. No.
I know. We talked about it, and we're gonna have them on Skype.
No, you can't. You talked about it, and you can't do it. You can't debate the flat Earth guys. Why don't you debate Math Powerland or Eric Dubay? You guys can't even debate me, you pathetic assholes. You're an embarrassment, Joe. Joe, I looked you in your eyes, Joe. Joe, I looked you in your big eyes, and I had a flat Earth shirt on. I was 3 feet away from you. You could have made fun of the flat Earth. I was 3 feet away from you, staring at your big eyes. and you were looking straight. Joe, I had a flat Earth shirt on. You see my shirt, and then the next week you went to my hometown, Buffalo, and you were making fun of the flat Earth because I had a mole in the audience. You were making fun of the flat Earth a week later, but when I was staring at you with the flat Earth shirt 3 feet away in Los Angeles, you didn't say a word because I would have made a big scene and got kicked out of the place. Joe, you guys are pathetic, Joe. Joe Rogan, you guys are pathetic, Joe. Your comedian friends know who I am, Joe. Joe, you're not that far out of reach, Joe.
No, what we do is, and I think this is a diabolical plot, so that the next time we can ship people en masse into orbit, they all want to be the first in line because they know we're going to send them, so that they can see around her. They're going to be the first ones in space, just so they can stop annoying the rest of us.
I don't think you're correct there. I don't think you're correct.
You don't think it's a diabolical plot?
I do have people that I've met that don't believe, because the problem with YouTube videos is it's a problem with a lot of things. But one of the things about being unchecked while you're discussing things is you can say things, you can use big words, you can sound articulate and smooth, and you can do it in a very professional looking manner.
Or do it passionately.
Yes, passionately, convincingly, charismatically, and you're unchecked. But if you did that in front of an expert and you showed them that, along the way they go, stop, that's not true. Stop, that's not how it works.
Right.
Let me show you why this is incorrect. Let me show you how you can prove that this is incorrect.
And show you objective truths.
But this is not happening.
That render your argument invalid.
Right. So people who don't have any education, and then they watch one of these YouTube clips, they start actually believing that this stuff makes sense because it's unchecked.
And I would say it's not about whether they've had education. It's about whether the education they had teaches them skepticism of information and teaches them how to inquire. You realize it's just as intellectually lazy to believe everything you see as it is to deny everything you see.
Yes.
Why should someone know automatically that Earth isn't flat, yet I tell them in the next breath that the entire universe was once as small as a marble? Right? Both of those sound equally preposterous, except one has evidence to back it and the other does not. I'm very
Yes.
Why should someone know automatically that Earth isn't flat, yet I tell them in the next breath that the entire universe was once as small as a marble? Right? Both of those sound equally preposterous, except one has evidence to back it and the other does not.
Yeah, the Earth being flat, not your little marble. Singularity. Oh my God. What an embarrassment. What a fucking embarrassment. This motherfucker thinks that you can detect the birthplace of the universe. You found the singularity? You found it? Oh, show me a picture of the singularity. Dear fucking Christ, Neil. You're an embarrassment, dude. You're a fucking embarrassment. Both of you are fucking embarrassments. I can't wait to meet you fuckers in real life. I'm gonna fucking embarrass you both. Fucking loser, fraud, embarrassments.
Very strong scientific, theoretical, and experimental underpinnings. So when you are trained to inquire,
I'm gonna get the fuck out of here after this video's over. I'm gonna do some fucking physical, play some basketball, ride a fucking bike or something. But thank you all for being here. I really appreciate the listeners and viewers, subscribers. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and then the bell notification. I really do appreciate it. And I appreciate you listening and watching. Thank you very much.
you don't either believe everything outright or reject everything outright. You're trained to ask questions. You're trained to probe deeper than the layer of information that comes to you. That's what should be taught in school, and it's not. They give you a book and say, learn this.
Yeah.
And you'll get tested on it. And then when you're done, learn this.
Well, isn't also there's a problem with being inexorably connected to your first belief. When you have an idea and it's in your head, it's very difficult for people to shake that idea, and they start arguing that idea becomes a part of their identity.
And they dig their heels in deeper
Yes.
when an opposing view is presented
Because
to
they
them.
connect themselves to these ideas.
Right.
It is who they are.
Right, right. And so
It's interesting because you're just talking about yourselves. You're just describing your own delusions, both of you.
I try not to base my character profile on something that is not yet verified as objective truth.
That's a very good thing to do.
It's one of the reasons why I don't have tattoos on my body. Holding Go on, stretching my face. Go on. One of the reasons is there's nothing I'm so sure about that I want to put it indelibly on my skin. Well, no, that's not. Let me say different. There's nothing I value in my mind, body, and soul so much in this moment that I want to indelibly etch it on my skin. Because I want to leave room for me to have a possibly more enlightening thought later.
Yeah, sure thing, Neil. Hopefully you'll get around to that fucking thought one of these days. What's up, Ace? What's up, Ryan's Music? Martin Connolly. West Coast Wisdom. 23 viewers. Praise Bob. The quadrinity of wholesomeness. Good old Bob. Look familiar? Might want to look into that. Speaking of old Aleister Crowley. That wasn't his real name, obviously. Look for the media. Your circle should want to see you win. Your circle should clap the loudest when you have good news. If it doesn't, get a new circle. Don't depend on death to liberate you from your imperfections. You are exactly the same after death as you were before. Nothing changes. You only give up the body. If you are a thief or a liar or a cheater before death, you don't become an angel merely by dying, if such were possible. Then let us all go jump into the ocean now and become angels at once. Whatever you have made of yourself thus far, you will be hereafter. And when you reincarnate, you will bring that same nature with you. To change, you have to make the effort. This world is the place to do it.
And generally, our goal is to promote authoritative content to our users. So we have two principles that guide the way here. That's the first one, is we want to provide users with authoritative, trustworthy information.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I only have a minute and a half, and I don't really need to hear what you're trying to provide. I want to know how you're dealing with all these conspiracy theorists on your platform.
So the first way is by demoting low quality content and promoting more authoritative content. And the second is by providing more transparency for users. So we're introducing boxes that provide factual information at the top of results that have shown themselves to turn up a lot of information that is counterfactual, such as searching for the Earth on YouTube, where you see a lot of...
Your response is to put a box saying, nope, the Earth is not flat.
Correct.
Okay.
Searching for the Earth is factual, such as up a lot of information that is counterfactual, such as searching for the Earth is flat on YouTube, where you see a lot of...
Your response is to put a box saying, nope, the Earth is not flat.
Correct.
Okay.
Such as searching for the Earth is flat on YouTube, where you see a lot of...
Your response is to put a box saying, nope, the Earth is not flat.
Correct.
Okay.
Detox your timeline, your page, your home, your refrigerator, under your counters, your closet, your ride, your phone, your life, your mind. A bird spotted an image captured by a Curiosity rover on Mars. Here's Mars has the same shape as the moon. What a coincidence. There's a electric bat bird spotted on Mars. Go check that out. Bird spotted by Curiosity. How many think that flat Earth is stupid? Raise your hand. How many of you have been to space? Aw, no one's been to space. 75% of the Earth is water. Can you show me a large body of water? Bend and stay on a ball? If you can't, then the Earth has to be flat. No! Wow, it's honestly shocking I have no true mentors on my friends list out of 1,700 people. What do a Jew, a black guy, a spick, a honky say to each other when they walk up into a flat Earth meetup? Hello, brothers. You'll notice Joey didn't put Christian on the list because they don't have senses of humor. That's terrible. That's not true, but it's kind of true. Most people live in a myth and grow violently angry if anyone dares to tell them the truth about themselves. Alright. Warriors do not lower themselves to the standards of other people. They live independently according to their own standards and code of honor. The universe is shaped exactly like the Earth. If you go straight long enough, you'll end up where you were. Alright, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Peace out, young Tahuti. Peace out, everyone. Ace, Felix, Martin, Tarmo, West Coast Wisdom, Andres, Other Ace, Mash. Peace.